KingofOsmane versus Anubis. Let's see this one now in Group T. Anubis is France and KingofOsmane is the Germans. Always an interesting matchup when you see one, typically. Alright, so let's see who ends up winning this one. It looks like France will start their trading post right now, right? Yep. It's always pretty standard build order for French to get a trading post at the start of the game. It really benefits them well since France is kind of a fast fortress friendly civ. You know, they rely on a lot of powerful Age 3 shipments. 2 Falconets, 8 Skirmishers, 3 Cuirassiers, 5 Dragoons, all of those. So even if France ends up starting out with military in Age 2 with muskets, it's better to get that shipment conga line going sooner so they can get those very powerful mid-game shipments later, basically. Whereas the Germany is going to go for possibly a different variety of different strategies. They could go mercenary, they could go native, they could just play normal combat deck. We'll have to see what their overall strategy is. But something you see always with the German player is they always go for an early market and then get the hunting dogs technology. That's because the 3 settler wagons you start with, insane gather rate, on par with 2 villagers. So if you can get hunting dogs onto those, it's going to be very rewarding for you, to say the least. It's going to be very beneficial. Let's see what this deck looks like. So, land. This looks like sort of the caliber of Germany decks we've seen this whole tournament. Basically, viability for Age 2 with, you know, crossbow, Ulan, doppels, all the resource crates you could ever want. And then in Age 3, they got their skirmisher cards, Ulan cards, their war wagon one. And then the key mercenaries, the Black Rider and Jaeger. So yeah, this looks like kind of a run-of-the-mill tournament Germany deck. Nothing too wacky, to say the least, but should be effective. And what about the... Yep, we looked at the French deck, right? Yep, Principiante. So, yep, basically 3 Hussar, 8 crossbow, your resource crates, and then Age 3 is where you try to go big. You know, your 2 skirmisher shipments, your Dragoon one, your Cuirassier one, your Falconet one. Also, Black Riders. Has a Black Rider card here, too. So, if you run out of anti-cav, you can get this as well. Age up will be Core Master for 400 wood. Assume the same with Germany, right? Yep, 400 wood. Also picking up the Gang Saw to help with the wood chopping rate as well. That's because Germany, as you know, in at least Definitive Edition, doesn't get any sort of musketeers. They get a lot of trash units, crossbow and pikemen. But their only food and gold starting out unit being the Doppelsolner. And that thing is very expensive, so typically going pike and shot with Germany can be pretty viable, especially if you mix in the free Ulans you get with your cards too, so that way you have a bit of extra layer of anti-skirmisher as well. Looks like the Germany's also going to go for placer mines as well, potentially setting up for an Age 3. We'll see though. In steel traps now. Again, because those settler wagons have such a great gather rate, any market techs you can get for them early on is going to help out your overall German economy. Alright, 3 Sutter wagons is coming in now. Going stable with Uhlans. Bit of pressure there with raiding. France, just like with the other ones we've seen, they're going to go Musketeer here. Good start. Overall, Musketeers will be a very formidable push, and it will sort of force Germany to rethink their defense with all these Uhlans that they're doing. Alright, so muskets and Uhlans will connect. Oh, wow, he was a bit delayed. Okay, yeah, now you can get him. Now you can get him. If only he noticed it a few seconds earlier, he could have maybe taken out 1 or 2 of the Uhlans. Now they're just sort of on the loose, and they can threaten his CVDs. That's not good. So muskets do reach the German base. This guy's totally prepared and isn't going to let him just wipe out any builds that easily. Also, the Germany called out Minutemen as well to wipe out that batch of muskets too. Musket's doing a good job to scare up the Uhlans, it looks like. Very solid. France is ready for Age 3. Here comes those big boy Age 3 shipments that I was talking about. This one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Also going to pick up placer mines now to make the gold income a bit better. Germany also aging up with exiled prince to make you go fast. French is also going exile prince. We're going to see a lot of Age 3 unit action now. This should be quite neat. Looks like the Germany also has the barracks established, so they will be able to get skirmishers as they need, as well as Uhlan war wagon from the stable. Because they've dealt with so much Uhlan trouble, the France will obviously start Dragoon, as well as queue up a Dragoon at the stable and queue up a skirmisher at the barracks. Actually getting 2 now. So going skirmisher Dragoon. That's a pretty formidable combination that's hard to counter, because the skirmishers sort of deal with all the infantry and the light cav, and then the Dragoons deal with the heavy cav and the artillery that can threaten the skirmishers. So both units do a great job at supporting each other at range, typically.
J'ai repris des forces.
Trying to see where these dragoons end up here. Okay, so they do raid the settlers successfully. However, the Germany has skirmishers now, so it won't be that easy to get around with these dragoons anymore. Oh, got the 3 Cuirassier shipment as well. That's going to be a huge advantage for the French. However, the Germans have also shipped in their war wagons, so it's going to be a little tough. Basically, finding a good opportunity to strike with the Cuirassiers without getting picked off by those war wagons, since they're both behemoths in what they do. You know, war wagons are a real behemoth of a dragoon because of their good damage. And then the Cuirassier is obviously a behemoth of a handcap just because of their splash attack and overall good stats. Looks like the France is also going to get in their Falconet shipment as well to deal with the skirmishers. But again, you gotta be careful because Germany has so many Uhlans, they could easily rush those cannons very easily, or send the war wagons to pick them off too. French getting out of barracks here because they just lost one that they had before.
J'ai repris des forces.
Germany also queued in some war wagons from their stable, so even more anti-cav on the field for the Cuirassiers to watch out for. Yeah, especially since he's training more of them, he's got to be careful there.
Votre ordre? Oui.
Alright, so Yulon's closing in the front. Look at how many of them there are, by the way. This is a bit insane. Also queuing in some more war wagons. I think those Corsairs are definitely a sitting duck, though, for France. Musketeers are going to have to retreat now. Alright, Dragoons are actually being shredded by those Ulons because they're high damage. The thing about Ulons is, though their HP is very low, their attack is pretty high, so if you have that many of them, it doesn't take a while of them to start eating through these high HP units like the Corsairs, the Dragoons, and then mooching the underbelly of the skirmishers. GG. Very cool match there. Yeah. Very nice match overall. Big time. Alright, so now I gotta do some work stuff for tomorrow. I actually have a show I'm covering with all their software stuff, so I can't stream for too late tonight, but thank you for everybody that came.